and JavaScript. Right, and here's probably what you're interested in. A bit like the first talk, I've got my def page instruction. So using def page add, you see here is the HTML output, where h1 a plus b equals plus, turn it into an integer, and add it together. So it's very not annoying to use this. Because I'm brave, we're going to test this out. You ready? So, question mark. Okay. So, it works. Pretty simple piece of code, and not at all annoying to use, I hope. Please use this for your future websites. I'll help you with the many problems it has. One thing interesting is where it handles errors. Fail. Oh, damn it, you didn't print it out here. In shibuya.lisp. No. Backtrace. Yeah, so I wrote a thing called trivial backtrace, which prints portable backtraces with line numbers if possible, but with SBSL, that's not possible. It at least prints the file name where the error occurred. So you Java programmers should be a little bit happy with your life. And it tries to print out all the arguments to it. So parse integer gave an error, it prints it out here. The only logging you get from this web server is when an error occurs, so you should be happy about it. Yeah, so this is kind of a bit basic because you see here it's like a function. You can actually call the function by yourself from the record, like a page add, and then it will give you the output of that function. So you can debug it easily. And each one of these arguments becomes keyword arguments. If you want to define a page where you have a form in it, there's a kind of a handy way of doing that called HTML action form, which lets you specify both the form itself and the way of handling it in one convenient expression. So here I have a variable called total, and when you multiply some stuff together, I add it to the total. The action form is invisibly invoked with JavaScript. So if we add -1 times 1 to 100, it's going to go down to 99. So this is quite a short way of writing what might be complicated in PHP or something. You're probably used to this by now because every other Lisp framework does the same thing. Yeah, so this doesn't work.
What is the web app?
Yeah, web app is this thing which uses sessions. It's quite complicated. I'm not quite sure what it is exactly, but it's a way of putting a template. So if you use web app, then you get all the template for your site, like the header and the footer and everything like that. And then it creates the title and things. It sets up the frames. It's a bit out of control. Might need some refactoring. So I should probably stop talking about this because it doesn't work. But the idea is it should work. It was working maybe 2 hours ago. And if a channel is updated, then all the browsers are updated. It's very easy to use. So for the chat example we had before, it's just like this. And you could make it a bit shorter. This is kind of an example using all the objects and stuff you'd use in a real application. And yeah, wow. Whoa. So yeah, here's the page defining the chat. This is all the code for the chat example. And if it had worked, then it'd be great. We can try it again, I guess. It seems to only work when you yourself put something in. And yes, it supports Japanese and all the funny characters. So if you want to write a comment application, let me help you get my web server working, and please use it. Now, the most fun thing with this is the game, because I can see you're all bored. So here in this game, the robot should come along. Come on, robot. Yes. So if someone else wants to play with me, and we both start together, then we will get assigned. We both get assigned a silly name here, kind of ridiculous name, and then if nobody comes along, you end up playing a robot. So in this game, you get to choose many different actions. It's a bit like poker in some ways. A very simple form of poker. So if you don't want to reject the cards, and then the robot raised the stake. We will accept the stake. Then we don't want to raise. Then Nelson played a 7, which is a very strong card, so I can't beat him. So I'll play my worst card, which strangely enough is the 10, I think. Now Nelson is being a bully, and he's raised the stake. So Nelson played 7, so I think we're going to win because we can beat him. Let's raise the stake. And now it's our turn to play. Play ace. Nelson's raised to 12. I'm going to accept this. No, I won as Noreen. So, yeah, it seems the new game doesn't work. But, yeah, it finds the robot, which is in this case Ralph, after 10 seconds if nobody else joined. This is kind of like a demo of what? The sort of thing I wanted to build with teepeedee2, but didn't get around to. It's quite easy to add a new game to it if you understand everything about it. But yeah. So I was hoping to make applications a bit like this, but I haven't made any. You guys interested in the way I define the rules of the game?